Very good morning to one and all. Today we'll start with the subject RF design, semester 8, lecture number 7, module number 1, RF filter design. So in previous lecture number 6, we start with the filter design by insertion loss method. We basic concept to this lecture according to the previous lecture power loss ratio. We define the power loss ratio in two terms basically, which will be derived in last lecture. It's according to the last lecture, the power available from the source, power delivered to the load. So PINC divided by P load, which is in the terms of reflection coefficient, that is gamma. So today we see what are the various steps in filter design by the insertion loss method, the process. So here, whenever we design the filter design by the insertion loss method, that time the first point of our today's lecture, the filter design by insertion loss method, what are the various processes. So first we discuss about filter design by insertion loss method. Insertion loss method process. So in insertion loss method, the block diagram which will be defined. First we will define the specification of filter. Specification filter. Then we will define specification means which type of filter which is to be designed, the cutoff frequency omega c, then number of elements means order of the filter, then normalized impedance, source impedance, then we go, the filter specification may be filter here may be like low pass, high pass, band pass or band stop. Basically we define here the type of filter, it may be Butterworth or it may be Chebyshev. The second step, filter design by insertion loss method, that is low pass prototype design. To define any filter like band stop, band pass, band reject or Butterworth or Chebyshev, you must be firstly we define the low pass prototype design. Then after performing the low pass prototype design, we define some mathematical functions like scaling and conversion, and last is nothing but the implementation of the filter, which is the last step in process of filter design by the insertion loss method. So these are the 4 steps which is very important. Filter design by the insertion loss method, specification of the filter where we decide which type of filter to be designed, then low pass prototype filter design, scaling and conversion, and last one is the implementation. So second point to be discussed in this lecture, that is to design Butterworth or also called as maximally flat low pass filter prototype. here maximally flat low pass filter prototype or Butterworth low pass filter prototype, we consider two elements low pass filter prototype which will be shown in figure. So here the source, voltage source, the source resistance which is normalized equal to 1. There are the two elements, n is equal to 2. So one which to be inductor and second one is a capacitor. Again we define a load resistance, that is characterized impedance, that is to be find out R. So LNC. So two element low pass filter prototype which is shown in figure, low pass filter prototype for two elements, means order of the filter is n is equal to 2, and we assume that the source resistance Rs is equal to 1, which is shown in this figure. Here is a Rs, and the cutoff frequency omega c is equal to 1 radian per second or 1 hertz, and desired power loss ratio for n is equal to. So for the Butterworth, we know that the power loss ratio which will be defined in maximum flat PLR is equal to 1 plus omega divided by omega c 2 raised to power n, where n is the order of the filter. So power loss ratio for Butterworth filter or maximum flat low pass filter is equal to 1 plus omega raised to power 4 divided by 1. So we can see this is the equation number 1. Then we also define the input impedance, that is Zin, if you observe. So Zin is equal to the input impedance, input impedance of this filter for two elements Butterworth, that is Zin is equal to, which is j omega L. This capacitor and these are parallel, C and R parallel. So 1 plus R 1 minus j omega RC divided by 1 plus omega square R square C square. So this is the equation number 2. Now we can write the power loss ratio. We know that the reflection coefficient for Butterworth filter, that is gamma. This is the reflection coefficient. Reflection coefficient for maximally flat low pass filter, so which is given in terms of input impedance Zin minus 1 divided by Zin plus 1. So the power loss ratio can be written as in terms of reflection coefficient. So PLR is equal to 1 upon 1 minus bracket reflection coefficient square. So we can put the values from this reflection coefficient. So we can get 1 is equal to 1 minus square bracket Zin minus 1 divided by Zin minus plus 1 bracket complete, divide by again Z in complex conjugate minus 1 Z in plus 1. So after solving, so we get Z in plus 1 bracket square divided by 2R Z in plus Z in complex nature. So this is equation number 3. Now we know that Z in plus Z in complex are 2R, this is a real number, so 1 plus omega square R square C square. We can find out Z in plus 1 square, which is to become of R divided by 1 plus omega square R square C square plus 1 whole bracket square plus omega L minus omega C R square divided by 1 plus omega square R square C square whole bracket square. Put these values in equation number 3. So we get the power loss ratio is equal to 1 plus omega square R square C square divided by 4R bracket R divided by 1 plus omega square plus R square plus C square plus 1 bracket square again plus omega L minus omega C R square divided by 1 plus omega square R square C square bracket complete square. After solving these equations and compare to this equation, so after solving this equation we get 1 plus 4R bracket 1 minus R square 1 plus 1 minus R square bracket square R square C square plus L square minus 2L C R square bracket complete omega square plus L square C square R square omega raised to power 4. So this is equation number 4. When we compare this equation with the power loss ratio in terms of this, so we can observe the equation, this polynomial, and it is compared with the equation 1 plus omega square raised to power 4, that is PLR. So we can get PLR is equal to 1 at omega is equal to 0. So we equating the coefficient of these two equations, so we can get value of L and C is equal to root 2. So this is the value which is to be find out. In principle, above procedure we extend to find out element with the filter values up to extend some values. So this is the values of L and C component, and the low pass design, the source impedance is 1 and cutoff frequency 1 radian per second. By using these values we can find out. So this is the when the value of n is very lower. So value of n is greater than 4, 6, 8. That times we use the tabular format for the low pass filter, which is to be mentioned in Fozar book. If you see here, so when the value of element values are maximally low pass filter, when source resistance is equal to 1, cutoff frequency is equal to 1 radian and n is greater than 2, that time we define in tabular format. So we can define a ladder structure like this in this circuit show, and we can decide the values of L and C from this table. We will see the one of the numerical in lecture number 9, so we can better understanding. Now we go to the third concept, which is to be Chebyshev, nothing but the equal ripple, that is the third point of the lecture. Chebyshev low pass, or sometimes called equal ripple low pass prototype low pass filter prototype. So a Chebyshev or equal ripple low pass filter prototype, again the cutoff frequency, the same circuit which will be seen here, it will be implemented to find out. So cutoff frequency again omega c is equal to 1 radian per second, and the power loss ratio, which is to be defined in lecture number 6 for Chebyshev filter, 1 plus k square Tn square into omega. So this is equation number, we can say that 4, where 1 plus k square is a ripple level in pass band. So Chebyshev polynomial, the property which is for Tn is equal to 0 when 0 for n is odd, and Tn is equal to 1 for n is equal to even. So we see that the power loss ratio is equal to 1 at omega is equal to 0 for n is odd, and the power loss ratio is 1 plus k square at omega is equal to 0 for n is equal to even. The two cases considered depending upon the values of n, the two element figure which is already shown. So power loss ratio in terms of component which is to be given. So we put the n is equal to 2, then we can find out 2n is equal to 2x is equal to 2x square minus 1. So then the power loss ratio for Chebyshev polynomial, which is to become of 1 plus k square 4 omega square minus 4 omega square plus 1, and when we compare these equations with the previous equations, so we get 1 plus k square 4 omega raised to power 4 omega square plus 1 plus 4r bracket 1 minus r square plus rc square plus l square minus 2lc r square omega raised to power 2 plus l square c square r square omega raised to power 4. This is the equation number 5. So we can find out which can be solved for the RLC equal ripple is known as, so K is the nothing but the number of ripple level. K is the number of ripple levels, and so we can find out by equating this is the PLR with this PLR, so we can get K square is equal to 1 minus R bracket complete square divided by 4R, and the value of load resistance, that is R, is equal to 1 plus 2K square. 1 plus 2K square is equal to plus minus 2K under root 1 plus K square. This is for when n is even. So which will be used for LNC component. So value of R is not unity, so the impedance mismatch, load unity is normalized impedance. So this is the cannot be corrected quarter wave transformer. So we can again format the value of n is higher, that time we again use the tabular format ladder structure, which will be seen for the Chebyshev polynomial. So up to 10 the ripple is 0.5 dB and then 3 dB. So we can by using Pozart book we can solve the numericals based on next lecture to on the basis of Butterworth or maximally flat low pass filter prototype, as well as the Chebyshev or equal ripple low pass filter prototype. So we can stop here. Thank you very much.